So pretty much everybody would like to have a quieter AC unit outside. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you some ways that you can go about making your AC unit quieter, regardless of how loud it is. So let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, so as you can see, here is my AC unit. And the first thing I want to do is I'm going to take some before measurements of how many decibels are we getting when this unit is running before we do any of the fixes that can help quiet it down. But before I do that, in order to demonstrate all of this and also get the most accurate readings, I'm going to go ahead and get my AC shade off of my AC unit now. All right, so now that I've got that up and out of the way, now I can take my first sound level reading. And again, we're going to compare this at the end of the video after we've done some fixes to see just how much we can actually reduce the noise of our AC unit. And just for reference, to make sure that we're getting accurate results, I just put this stick down here on the ground. This is where I'm going to have the meter being held over on every measurement that we take. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead, turn my AC unit on, and get my first measurement. All right, so as you can see, we're averaging right around 66 decibels. So that's not terrible for an outside condensing unit. So now I'm going to get into everything to be looking out for on your condensing unit, what each of the fixes are in order to get that sound level down. And then I'm also going to go over some things that can be done to your unit and added to your unit that can make it a whole lot quieter. So one of the things that I first want to look out for anytime I'm dealing with a unit that especially I'm hearing just a constant chirping or clicking noise. In those cases, a lot of times the first place I start is looking at my fan shroud. And if these things are damaged, a lot of times that's where you can find some of that extra noise. And when it comes to sound, it all compiles. It all gets added together to make that one louder sound. So that is the first thing I look for. I look at the grate, look for any severe bends or damage to it. And if I see that, what I try to do is, if it can be salvaged, I try to bend it back out, get it as straight as possible, and most of the time that takes care of that really annoying chirping and clicking sound. Now, still focusing on the fan shroud here, another reason you might be getting that chirping or clicking noise is these screws that hold the fan shroud down. Sometimes because of vibrations, they can get loose over time. And if this is loose, then obviously you're going to get a vibration and rattling noise. So super easy. Just want to take a 5/16 nut driver. I really recommend taking a look at this nut driver here because you got a bunch of different options. This is made by Klein. And just really quickly, again, for your convenience, I will have affiliate links to this and all the other tools and materials. Everything I'm going to show you in this video, I'll have affiliate links down in the description down below and a QR code up on the screen that goes to those affiliate links so you can check out all of this for yourself. But all we got to do is take that 5/16 nut driver and just go to each one of the screws, and we just want to make sure they're completely tightened down. All right, so next up on our list of things to look out for that can be fixed to make this a whole lot quieter come down to these screws right here. Now, I'm not just talking about these screws. These are the screws that go all the way around your unit here at the top that hold your lid on. But there are also screws down at the bottom. These are really going to come into play if what you're hearing is more of a non-rhythmic rattling noise. And this is a super common one. So, just like with the fan shroud screws, we just want to go around the entire unit with that 5/16 nut driver and just make sure we're tightening everything up. Again, we just want to hand tighten everything to where it's up nice and snug. We're not over tightening it because these screws on the side will definitely strip out in a heartbeat. All right, so now this is the part of the video where I got to go over some items that can help reduce the noise along with some other benefits. But in this video, we're really focusing on reducing noise level. So I'm going to show you some things and show you how they're installed. And then we're going to do some testing to see how effective they are. So we're going to start out with one that I've had on my unit for quite a number of years. And I did find that it did make a difference. And that is this right here. This is a compressor blanket. This one is very dirty because, like I said, it's been on my unit for quite a few years, but the company behind this one claims that you can get a reduction of, I believe it's 8 to 8.8 decibels or somewhere really close in there. And if you can get your AC unit, the noise level to drop by 8 decibels, that is going to make a massive difference in the noise level that is coming from your AC unit. But enough about going over the compressor blanket itself. So now let's go out to the unit and I'll show you how I go about installing this, and then we'll do a test afterwards to see how much it reduced the sound by. All right, so now back out here at the AC unit. To get the compressor blanket installed, I'm actually gonna have to get access to the compressor itself. And in order to get access, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to remove all of the screws that I just tightened up a little bit ago. But before I get into doing any of that, anytime I'm working on an AC unit, especially if I'm working inside of it anywhere, I always wanna make sure that the unit is off. And it's very easy to do. Almost every single AC unit will have a disconnect box right near it or right beside it. And the way that this works is, this is the disconnect in here. All I gotta do is pull that out, and I can either flip it upside down and it stays disconnected. You can see how loose it is, but I always like to leave it on top because that way there is no questioning it. All right, so now that I know that I've got the power disconnected to my unit, now I want to remove all of the screws using that 5/16 nut driver. I want to remove all the screws that go around the top of my AC unit that are holding the lid on. All right, so now that I've got all the screws removed from the lid of my AC unit, now what I need to do to get access is I need to lift my lid up. And for me personally, I just take my lid and I hinge it up towards the direction of where the wiring is coming into where the fan is. That way I'm not pulling up on the wiring at all and I'm not putting any strain on it. And then I will just take a broom handle, some sort of a piece of wood, and I prop it up in place and make sure that it's not gonna come falling down. And for those of you that don't know, that big part right there in the middle, that is the compressor. So this is a very quick and relatively easy install. All I want to do is I want to take where the Velcro and everything connects and where it's open at on this side and just line it up with my lines and my wiring. Once I set it down in place, you can see that that notch right there, my line that's coming out of there fits in there perfectly. Now I just want to wrap the others in the corresponding places where they're supposed to go. So I've got that line covered now, and now I just have my wiring. Get that into the slot for that. And then once I've got them all lined up, that's when then I just take the two sides with the Velcro and then I just pull them together, push that Velcro together, make sure everything's still lined up the way it's supposed to be. There's no strain on anything. And just like that, is that quick and easy to install this compressor blanket. Now there are other compressor blankets out there and they all pretty much get installed very similarly, but this is the one that's gonna fit on the majority of units. So now that I've got my compressor blanket installed, now all I need to do is take this piece of wood out, set the lid of my unit back down on top, make sure that the protective grate that goes around my fins and coils is tucked up underneath of that lid, and then reinsert all of the screws all the way around the unit. Now I can go ahead and reconnect the power to my AC unit so we can get this thing started up and see if we made much of a difference. And as you can see, my piece of wood is still on the ground and I will still hold my meter right above the end of that piece of wood. All right, so as you can see, I would say we're averaging right around 58 decibels. Now at 58 decibels, that is about 7 to 8 decibels less than where we were just a little bit ago. In the world of sound, that is a massive, massive drop in how loud the AC unit is. And it's only getting hotter out here. So now it's 124, 89 degrees outside. So in my opinion, that is a massive win when it comes to trying to get this unit as quiet as possible. Now, another thing you can do to reduce the noise around your home from your AC unit is, as you can see, I've done it here and I've had it for many years, is build a fence going around the unit. But you need to be careful when you do this. But by putting up a fence like this, not only is it going to block the majority of the noise going in the directions of wherever you put your fence, but it also allows for you to hide your unit. And if you're like me, you can hide your garbage as well behind that fence. Now, where you got to be careful is you want to make sure you have plenty of distance between the fence and your AC unit, because the closer it gets, the more it restricts the air and it can bring down the efficiency of your unit. So we want the unit to be able to breathe. I only have it on two sides, but the house is the third side over here to the left. So I would definitely recommend make sure you leave at least one side completely open and have at least 2 foot of clearance. I have more than 2 foot, but I would have at least 2 feet of clearance between the unit and that fence going around it. And honestly, the best and easiest way that I have found in order to get this measurement and all of my measurements is to use this device right here, which is the Milesy S50, who coincidentally just so happens to be the sponsor of today's video. So when I'm checking clearances around something like an AC unit, and I need to make sure that every side of the fence is at least 2 feet away like we just talked about, using a regular tape measure can get really annoying really fast, especially when you're measuring over longer distances and working by yourself. But with the S50, I can turn on continuous measurement mode and I can walk all the way around the unit and it just keeps updating the distance in real time. I can also use point-to-point mode where I can measure from one spot to another without having to move around the unit or stretch a tape across the whole thing. And the green laser is bright enough that I can actually see it outside in daylight, which is something that a lot of other lasers really struggle with. And once I take measurements, it saves them right on my device, so I don't have to try and remember every single number or pull my phone out every time I need to remember a measurement. It really has made measuring on all my jobs and any projects that I'm doing a whole lot faster and a whole lot less frustrating. So if you do any kind of layout work, framing, or just general measuring around the house, this thing is a real game changer. So I'll drop a link down in the description down below if you want to check it out. And if you're looking for a great Father's Day gift for the DIYer in your life, this is one of those tools that they will actually use. Just make sure to use code HOWTOHOME at checkout for an additional $30 off. So thanks again to Milesy for sponsoring this video, but now let's get back out to making this AC a whole lot quieter. All right, y'all, I'm gonna do something that was not planned at all, and I'm really only doing it because it makes sense, because I keep talking to you guys about how it's getting hotter out here as the day's going on and how that's not helping to see how much lower we can get those decibel readings just because of the hotter the unit gets. Typically, the more head pressure, typically the harder it works and the louder it will be. So I just wanna do an experiment. I wanna see if this will actually help with noise, because it definitely helps with making the air cooler and saving electricity, but I'm just curious to see if it also helps with the sound and to what level. And that's by reinstalling my AC shade that I had on there at the very beginning. I've never tested at least the sound aspect of this before, so I'm not really sure how much of a difference it'll make, if any, but if I can get more shade on my unit and cool things down, I don't know, I just wanna see. So all I need to do now is replace all the bungee cords that I removed from the unit earlier, and I want to make sure I'm installing them with the proper tension on them. So we're back here in the same spot, got our piece of wood right there. So now let's go ahead, take a decibel reading and see how loud it is now. All right, so as you can see, we are averaging around 52 decibels, and sometimes it was dropping below that. That's a real and meaningful difference. To put that into perspective, 10 decibels makes noise sound about half as loud to your ears as they did before. But it goes beyond that. Once we take the AC shade and we added it to what we had already done, if I remember correctly, when we started today, before we did anything to this unit, we were at right around 66 decibels. So going from 66 decibels all the way down to 52 decibels with everything that we did, that is around a 14 decibel drop when you compile everything together. So it's not always necessarily just about one thing. Sometimes it's just adding things together, and even if you're only getting 1 to 2 decibel difference in what you're doing, it all compiles and adds up to making a very dramatic difference. I genuinely was not planning on including this, so glad I did. You see the results, and of course, like always, for your convenience, I will have affiliate links for everything you saw in this video, from the different tools, materials, everything you saw. I'll have affiliate links for everything down in the description down below, and a QR code up on the screen that goes to those affiliate links so that you can check out all of this for yourself. But I hope that you found value in this video, and if you did, if you do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button right down below. And of course, if you have any questions or comments still, you can leave those down in the comment section. I'm Adam with How to Home, and I'll catch you in one of those next videos.